All right, so here's how it's going to go. TK will be first up. We're doing power conference quarterbacks only. Oh, man, TK is suited and booted. He's really taking draft day seriously here. All right, Rico, let's bring TK in for the number 1 overall pick here. All right, TK, you with us? You hear us?
Good morning, fellas.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. I
All
ain't been doing this for you. I got to go represent the state here in a little bit. So
I figured, but I thought you were trying to get your Kevin Costner game right, get draft day going. All right, who's the number 1 overall pick, TK?
Cade Klubnik.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah.
All right,
that's a good national championship winning quarterback this year.
Well, I don't know about all that, but they are going to rack up a ton of wins, and he's going to put up good numbers. So Cade Klubnik is officially off the board. Our number 2 overall is who we say, Rico and Austin?
Yep, Rico and Austin have the second pick.
Team Roston has the second pick. I don't know who's Rico's here. Oh, they're both in the chat. Look at those guys.
Oh.
What's up?
What up, fellas?
How you doing, fellas?
Making fun of us is what they're doing.
All right, who's the number 2 overall pick, fellas?
Austin, I'll let you do the honors.
Well, geez, now you're putting it on me. Okay, we're gonna go with the favorite of Texas, Arch Manning.
Oh wow, unproven.
Interesting.
Unproven Arch Manning.
Wow, that is. I'm not gonna lie. I was potentially thinking about taking him.
It's the team wins, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the team wins. All right,
that's a part of it.
We appreciate the pick there. Coming up next, we've got Kyle KB. Let's bring him on for pick number 3. What's up, Kyle?
How we doing, boys?
Hey, Fizzle. What's up, buddy?
Oh, chilling.
All right, who's the pick, Kyle?
Oh man, they took mine, but I got to be a homer. Dylan, take him.
Oh, there we go.
Dylan
Raiola, 3rd overall. Listen, we did have kind of a side bet going, me and Rico and Austin, to see where Dylan would go. And they're like, one of the listeners definitely picking him in the 1st round.
Oh, and listen, I got no problems with
I don't either. Listen, I'm as high on Dylan as anybody.
From again, factoring everything in from a number standpoint, he's the guy that very much vaults into this top 5, can vault into this top 5 here.
Absolutely. We love the pick, KB. All right, DB.
Begrudgingly.
Oh no.
I'm going to take Sellers.
Are you?
Ooh.
You?
I just can't leave the upside on the table. If I was picking earlier, I would not. But for the value going forth, I got to take Sellers.
So I feel like you left one just fall into my lap here. I appreciate it because he was in contention if I was number 1 overall. For me personally, I'm going to go with the often underrated, much maligned, constant but guy, Drew Aller.
Go ahead.
Drew Aller is my number 5 overall pick. All right.
Pretty good.
Tim, you've got 2 picks here. Oh, I should probably write down who's getting who.
I got it.
Okay, thank you, because I just totally forgot. All right, Tim, you've got back to back.
Okay. Well, all right, y'all this was my 1-1 guy. I can't I'm pretty surprised he's still here. I'm taking Nuss.
Okay.
At LSU. I just think that situation is perfect from an everything standpoint. He's got the experience, he's got the weapons to throw to, he's got the offense. They're going to contend for a playoff spot. I think that's my guy. And then with my second pick, see, coming into this, I think I knew who I wanted, and now I'm like,
I thought I knew who you wanted.
I'm stunned. I'm stunned you paused at the back-to-back.
I did too. I thought I knew who you were taking here.
And then I think I'm going Lagway.
I was gonna say.
I was like, that's your guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
I thought that was a stone.
I'm like, what is the pause?
I really did. So this one's tough for me because I've thought about a few names here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that wants to go Levitt, but I think Arizona State might come back to the pack just a little bit this year.
I hear you.
There's a guy out there that I kind of want to take, but it's way too early.
I'm gonna get him on the comeback before you do because I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. I feel like this is a reach, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do Luke Altmaier. I'm going to do Luke Altmaier.
It's fine.
All right, DB.
I can't. I don't think I can leave him on the table because
Okay.
I think they're going to score.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about the wins.
Oh, I think you are going to take my guy.
No, I'm going to play it safe and go with Levitt.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I'm going to go with Levitt.
That was the other guy I was going to go with.
But on the comeback, I will get your guy. I guarantee.
Are you sure it's him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We've got number 3 up here. That is KB. Let's bring KB back into the chat here, guys, if we can. There we go. KB, who we got?
Well, you took my guy, Ravi. I'm big on Altmaier. I think he's solid.
I agree. I think they're going to win.
So when we're doing this, what does rushing do for these stats?
Rushing touchdown is
1 point.
Is 1 point.
All touchdowns are created equal. So 1 point. They could receive touchdowns, and it'll be 1 point.
So, and the total yards, is it
50 yards for 1 point rushing, 200 yards for 1 point passing. Now, fumbles and interceptions are also both -1. But rushing yards per point.
I mean, I'm not huge on this guy, but just for the rushing aspect, Avery Johnson's really tempting just because he brings another dynamic that a lot of these guys don't. And if some do, I don't know who they are.
Certainly.
But I'm going to take a flyer. I'm going to go Avery.
Avery Johnson.
It's not a bad pick.
I like it. There's a lot of upside there, and I think they're going to win quite a bit. That's a good pick, KB. Appreciate that. Rico and Austin, you are back on the clock here. I wonder who gets to make the pick this time since they.
Well, Austin's been very diplomatic.
Rico, Austin, what's the pick, guys?
Well, to be completely fair, we were just about to pick Avery Johnson, but that's fine.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, KB.
Fine. Yeah, whatever. It's cool.
It's fine.
Rico?
I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. But I'm going to go with some. Don't laugh. It's not funny. I am going to go with somebody who DB and Ravi seemingly aren't very high on for whatever reason. Dante Moore out of Oregon.
Dante Moore.
Boy, that is
People forget.
interesting.
Wow, that's a pick.
Okay.
That is.
I knew you would say something like that. I knew you would say something like that. Okay, calm down.
So here's the thing.
They're a shoe-in for like 10 wins minimum.
Like the wins thing could be big.
So they're gonna get a lot there on the wins.
Can I throw something at y'all?
Yeah, go ahead, TV.
I think there's a non-zero chance Dante Moore is not the full season starter at Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Have fun with that, Rico and Austin.
Here we go.
All right, TK, you are up next with back-to-back picks, buddy.
Okay. I'm still mad at you, Ravi, that you're not letting me pick my MAC guys. I've wasted so many Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights grinding the Ohio and Miami of Ohio tape. But you guys left me the last guy in the group of one, Haynes King.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Haynes King.
And then I'll take a guy who's going to win at least 10 games in the Big 12 in Retzlaff.
I would say that's a guy that DB likes a lot.
Not happy with you right now, TK.
Sorry, buddy.
Damn it.
How about Rico just finding a way to cross these off in real time?
I know I'm telling you,
It's incredible.
I can't say anything good because he's like real time in front of me. So. It's an okay job that Rico.
I think it's fine.
It's fine.
I think it's fine. Rico and Austin, you guys.
It's not cool at all that we can stay current. It's not.
Rico and Austin, you guys are back on the clock here. What do we got?
Okay, so in back-to-back picks, we had our quarterback taken and then Tim just dropping a Tim bomb on us. So what was that?
Yeah,
about?
thanks a lot. Well, Tim,
That's why
ridiculous.
That's why he's always got Tim bits.
Yeah,
wonderful.
No, it's fine. No, it's super.
No,
good.
you couldn't have said this like last week.
Yeah.
No,
there couldn't have been like another.
Oh, let me just hold all the advantages.
Yeah. Let me just wait with all of the knowledge I have, and then just drop it on you.
Okay, so Rico, do we go for vibes or do we just go full flyer here?
I don't think anybody is thinking of our dark horse, so I think we can go vibes. So I'll let you make this pick, and then I'll make the next one.
I'm getting
Okay. Okay.
We're going full vibes right now.
Full vibes.
Really
full vibes.
There's no better vibes quarterback remaining on this board, and he's probably not even on this board if I like do a quick scan. Yes, he is. Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt.
That's a 5th round pick because I worry about their wins, but he is a stat sheet stuffer.
He is. But I do wonder if they're going to win like 6 games.
I don't mind. Listen, I'm not going to knock that pick.
No, it's a good pick, guys.
And it's total because at the end of the day, you're not going to really, unless there's a guy that's incrementally better and you passed on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's in its totality.
Yeah,
so,
you're not going to be mad about it.
Yeah, I think Pavia's okay here.
Honestly, I think Pavia's a better pick than Dante Moore.
Wow.
Part-time starter, Dante Moore.
I like Pavia.
KB, you are up, buddy.
All right, real quick. I gotta figure out. You said Rico decides the top hair in Nebraska media. TV's got to be number 1. That lettuce is tremendous. I'm telling you. But all right, now to the pick. I'm gonna go with. I don't know a lot about him, obviously, because you know who they had last year. But I got to stick with the lane train, Austin Simmons, Ole Miss. They got to put up numbers.
Okay.
I like it.
Got to put up numbers. We know that
he is, and that's a
good pick.
Yeah,
good pick, KB.
I'm impressed.
All right, DB, you're up.
Give me Damon Williams.
I knew that was coming. Damon Williams, that's been your guy.
Yeah,
good upside. I do wonder about the wins.
They'll have 7.
Yeah, you better hope he runs a lot.
They'll have 7. Give me Damon Williams.
All right, I'm up. So I've got a couple that I'm interested in here. One of them's kind of ironic because I don't love him, and I've openly questioned him a lot, but I do think there's some potential there to put up good numbers. I don't know about the wins. Then there's a guy that I like significantly more than you that I think is going to put up good numbers.
Don't let me sway you. Be as bad as you want to be.
I'm going to go Carson Beck here.
That's fine. Take him.
I'm going Carson Beck.
If it's any consolation, I think that is the shakiest pick thus far.
That's fine. I mean, at least he doesn't get the part-time starter label that Dante Moore did.
You better hope he stays healthy.
Hey, listen, I think he's going to put up big numbers, and it's the ACC. They're going to win a few games.
All right, TV. Here you go with your back-to-back knockout shot.
Oh man. We've talked a lot about this guy, and I've been like not weirdly, but I've been like lower on him than like the general consensus. But he's fallen this far, and I'm like, I do think he's going to be productive. I'm gonna have to go Mateer here.
That was the other guy I was debating. There was Mateer with Beck.
Okay, who's your? I'm just trying to rush because I'm clearly making my picks the fastest. I know exactly who I want.
Yeah, and then with the second one, I'm going to go off the board a little bit. I'm going to go Sawyer Robertson.
So when Rico and Austin were making their pick, I was about to say there are some highly, highly productive, Big 12 quarterbacks out here still that have not been taken.
It's the production. It's the they can push for 8-9 potentially. Like they're going to win some games.
Yep. Aranda guy. I like Dave Aranda a lot.
You could make the case. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you did that, TV. I just you could make the case that they have the most productive and the best running back quarterback combo coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a really good pick. That's a really good pick.
Sensational, and I think you suck.
And now you're super mad at me.
This is my first This is my first real pivot. So you go ahead and process and take your time and talk through it.
You need a minute?
No. Go ahead. God.
So there's a guy on here that I love, absolutely love, but I don't know numbers-wise he wasn't in the same category as some of the guys that are left. I do think they're going to win a decent amount in their conference, but I'm also looking at, I'm looking at some of these young, unproven guys that are going to be on teams that are going to win a lot. But I also don't know if Julian Sayen's actually the starter at Ohio State. So I'm a little gun shy here on that one for sure. I didn't pick him yet, Rico. Chill. There's a guy on here that I know you like a lot that I think might be in play, but I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go Rocco Becht. That's my guy. We're going to go Rocco from Iowa State.
Give me Nico Iamaleava.
Oh, I didn't think that's where you were going to go here. Interesting. Let me tell you about our friends over at Centris Federal Credit Union, because they can help you get your savings on the right track. Everybody's got financial goals that they're trying to reach, and Centris is there to help you out with all their different savings programs. It starts with their Roundup program. Every time you use your Centris Visa debit card, they'll round up to the next whole dollar and transfer that money directly to your savings account. Makes saving easy, even while you have to spend. They also have great programs like their certificate and savings account bundle to help you gain a little more ground while you're saving money. Learn more and visit them online, centrisfcu.org. Terms and conditions applied. Federally insured by NCUA.
Give me Nico.
All right, KB, you're back up.
I'm going to stick kind of with my theory. Joey Aguilar, Tennessee. See if they put up numbers.
Yeah, system quarterback.
They like him too.
They do. I'm interested in that. That's a good pick there, KB.
He's going by
He's going by volume and
I'm
numbers.
quietly kind of impressed with KB.
That's an interest. I mean, it's a good strategy. Rico, Austin, you are up, guys. What's going on? What do we got?
All right, so this is going to be our dark horse, and I already know that we're going to get a bunch of crap for it. I don't want to hear it.
Reach.
We're going off the board.
Oh, no.
Going off the grid. For a little Pony Express action.
Yeah.
Kevin Jennings at SMU.
Not bad. It's not bad.
You guys are lucky.
Tim's nodding his head. Tim's nodding his head. I like it. Tim's nodding his head. Tim knows.
That's
You guys are lucky.
Listen, I've got a group chat with some of my boys down in Texas. We're still called the KHJ8 fan club because it's the Kevin Henry Jennings fan club. We love that. Dating back to South Oak Cliff, love that guy.
I want to make fun of these two, but I so far.
You guys are lucky I didn't make turnovers worth more. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean?
11. He had the same amount of picks as Dylan.
It's a fumble machine. Fumble machine.
And also, we didn't pick players that are going against the Nebraska Cornhuskers, so we know value when we see it. All right, we're trying to steer clear of favoritism. All right, cheering on our team the entire way.
All right, TK, you've been laying in the cut, quiet as a church mouse. You get to go back to back like my man Drake.
Yeah, I don't know how at least one of these dudes are still on the board with how much we talk about them. Give me Google Me's quarterback in Mendoza because they're going to put up like 18 million yards, and then Gunnar Stockton because Georgia's going to win a whole bunch.
And he gives you the scrambling effect.
Those are good picks. Mendoza was coming up close for me here.
I still have my guy available.
All right, back to the Rico Austin variety.
You
hour.
do know we have the worst two slots.
Yep, I know.
Gosh,
I'm really mad at my random number generator right now.
Sucks.
Rico Austin, who do we got?
I'll be honest. I thought we only had to take like 4, so I was
You get 6.
Oh, we get 6.
I have not thought this far ahead.
Okay, Rico, I have a thought. If we're taking guys if we were taking guys already that haven't already won their starting spot, there's one on there we should probably take.
That is exactly where I was thinking we should go.
Let's go. Julian Sain, Ohio State.
Enjoy that.
Don't worry, DB. We will.
Yep.
Enjoy that.
You know you don't get the wins from Ohio State if he doesn't start, right?
I know that Dante Moore's going to win every game, right?
Hey, maybe between the two of them, you get a 13
season.
starts.
Hey, quit gumming it up there, all right? We're just making our good picks. We're doing the best we can.
Big Wrigley's guy. Hubba Bubba. A lot of gum.
KB, you are back up here on the pick. What do we got, KB?
It's looking rough out there.
Getting slim pickings.
It is. I'm kind of stuck between two guys. I'm trying to pick
Sweet baby Jesus.
Jaden Maeva.
Okay. Jaden Maeva, USC.
Give me Mensa from Duke.
Yeah, I knew that was coming up for you here soon. I feel like I might go off the board here. I haven't loved my draft so far, DB.
You only have 2 picks left, so
I know.
better make it count.
I haven't loved my draft so far. I feel like I maybe need an upside pick here.
I'm not going to kid you. You had a tough pick slot.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't love where I'm at. I got thrown off by some of the people that were drafted around me.
Gotta stay dialed, man. Stay dialed.
So this is a true long shot. This is a true long shot. Do you think you know where I'm going?
Mhm.
Because I like the coach.
Oh no,
Where'd you think I was going?
Michigan.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, this is probably a longer shot than that. I'm going deep.
Castellanos?
No, although that was in the cards. I don't think they're going to win enough.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a rough year for them. I'm thinking rushing yards here. I'm going to go Dampier from Utah.
Oh, deep cut.
I'm going to go Dampier from Utah. I think I'm going to get a ton of points out of his rushing yards. And I think the Big 12, they're going to have a winnable schedule. So I think I'm going to get 8-9 wins out of them. I'm going to go Dampier here.
Not bad.
All right.
Back-to-backer to close it out here, TV.
See, there's a couple of options here for me. So
There's two for me.
There's a couple that aren't bad still. You got some options.
There's two for me I could make a play for.
yeah, I've got a guy that's not on here like way up there, and now I'm second guessing myself because like this guy,
Take
if
him.
he's not on here,
No, take him. We
This
probably
was-
just
no,
missed.
I have two picks, so I think I'm going to take him with one. But
Yeah.
I'm going to feel bad about leaving this because I know where I'm going with this. So one of mine is going to be CJ Bailey at NC State.
Okay.
I thought he ended the year strong. I'm a fan of what they're doing over there. I'm intrigued by the next year.
They're back there.
And-
His backfield will be fairly explosive too.
Yeah. And then I'm going production again. I'm going production. Josh Hoover, TCU.
Yeah. That's who I was. Yeah.
Look, who's on my screen?
That's who I was. I mean,
Oh, I wasn't going to get him.
He wasn't gonna get to you. 'Cause I was definitely taking him. I was definitely taking him.
Oh, freaking Tim!
I
got
thought-
two of them.
I thought he might slide past, but I really wanted the upside of the rushing yards with Dampier.
That's tough. And he got two guys in the Big 12, which would
God.
be very offensive.
Man, Tim had a good draft.
It's okay.
It's better than mine.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
So now I feel like I really have to swing upside here again. And there's a couple guys on the board. I am thinking about Underwood a little bit. I do feel like I don't like Castellanos that much, but I feel like he's going to put up good numbers in Malzahn's offense. I do think there's a chance they only win like 6 games, though.
Mhm.
I think Michigan's going to win quite a bit. There's a guy out here, though, that I'm a little bit thinking about Jalen Daniels here.
Hard to believe the 6-year guy that used to be uber productive is just hanging around.
Going counting crows on me. I think I'm nervous about Alabama because I don't think I can just take the wins that I could in years past.
Not a big Ty Simpson guy?
I'm not, and I don't think they're just going to guarantee me 10, 11 wins the way I could with
He's got your
Saban.
favorite receiver.
No, I just
You're a big Ryan Williams guy.
because yes, he's not my favorite receiver.
Shoot, I like him.
I think he's a little underrated when we're talking about Jeremiah Smith and all the hyperbole when that comes around. But not that Jeremiah Smith isn't good. Don't aggregate that. But sorry, it's a dumb joke. I'm gonna go Jalen Daniels.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Jalen.
I had
Daniels.
you penciled in for Castellanos.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win enough. I really think they're gonna struggle this year.
I'm going with my SEC dark horse. Give me Jackson Arnold.
Ooh, that's a good one. Jackson Arnold. KB, final pick for you coming up here. I feel like you wanted Jalen Daniels. What's going on?
Yeah, I wanted Jalen Daniels. I think he was gonna, 6-year guy, but just for pure wins and hoping they put up some stats, I guess I'll take Bryce Underwood.
Okay. All right, there we go. Bryce Underwood closes out KB's draft. Thank you for joining us, KB. We've got Rico and Austin, the terrible twos coming up here. Rico, Austin, close it out.
Okay. All right. We're running through picks right now. I think we settled on it. And I can already hear the groans from DB and Ravi, and hopefully we get a head nod from Tim. We're going to go with Miller Moss out of Louisville.
He's going to put up numbers.
Listen,
He's going to put up numbers.
and they're the other. He's the one that keeps me away from the whole tandem thing.
Mhm.
But they quietly maybe have the best running back in the conference.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, he is
ACC isn't daunting. He's going to put up good numbers with Brom. That's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
That's a good pick, guys.
I don't mind that.
Well done.
Thank you. We have great quarterbacks.
And his running back goes for 7 yards per carry. You better figure out
That
what
helps.
Moss is. Yeah.
That does help.
Yeah,
All
can't
right.
wait for Dante Moore to win the national championship this year.
Hey,
So Ducks.
you still get a ring as a backup. Congrats. TK, close it out for us, buddy. Oh, I think you're on mute. There we go. Okay.
He took my dark horse
Uh-oh.
in CJ Bailey.
That was a good pick.
Yeah, he I think will be in a much better place next year than NC State. But last pick, I'll take Baron Morton.
Texas Tech. Good call.
Baron Morton, Texas Tech.
Good call. That's my Big 12 sleeper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He was highly productive last year. Big 12's winnable.
Yeah, so no Lewis, no Saul. I get it. You don't know who
Thank you,
starts
guys.
back.
Yeah, thank you, TK.
Hey, appreciate it, TK.
It's the season of savings at Edwards Buick Chevrolet. Lease the 2025 Buick Envista Preferred starting at $249 a month. Luxury, wrapped and ready for the holidays. More reasons to celebrate this season. Or lease the 2026 Chevrolet Trax LS starting at $259 a month. Compact style, ready to roll into the new year. Your season of savings starts at Edwards Buick Chevrolet.
Good morning. Welcome in. Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. What's up, DB?
And for Borsheim's, it is our big game chain player of the game.
Sasha Durkin here with Husker volleyball coach Danny Busboom Kelly.
Ahead of the fall season, Harper Murray joining me now.
And Mike Sauter here with Nebraska men's basketball rink master.
Joined now by John Cook at the First Serve Showcase.
All right, well, Dylan, thanks for sitting down with us. I know we're in the thick of fall camp.
Omaha native Harrison Phillips is entering year 8 in the NFL.
You're watching Hurrdat Sports.
Last call to make this last forever. One shot to never start another. Right here, I don't think we should ever let go, let go, let go. One night we'll look back on each other. That call that made us start to wonder. Don't know how we could have ever let go, let go, let go. Last call.
Imagine your first dream home and the feeling of walking inside for the first time. With Centris Federal Credit Union's first-time home buyers program, you are at the doorstep of bringing your vision to life. Welcome home. From your neighborhood mortgage experts, Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Welcome into a special edition of Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. I'm Ravi, that's Austin, that's Rico, and we are here to do what I would like to call a post-mortem on the college QB draft that we did earlier in the year.
For you, because your team died.
Yeah.
We'll have to get to that.
Okay. All right.
Death and destruction. No, post-mortem is more just like, hey, it's over now. Let's go back and dig through and see what happened.
Okay.
You know?
Call it a retirement party.
Sure. An audit. It's an audit.
Do you think we'll do this again?
I would like to. I thought it was fun. I had a good
fun.
time.
I'm glad we didn't do an NFL one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's basically just fantasy football at that point.
It is,
which already exists.
We should do a running back draft next year.
For college?
How far down the line can we go with this? Draft
running
defenses,
backs, wide
running
receivers,
backs,
tight ends,
coaches.
So you got to have stats.
Only wins.
Right? So that would be...
Timeouts taken.
Oh, don't do this.
Rico, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. You know? It's been a 48 hours.
Do game-winning drives count for coaches or just quarterbacks?
It's been a 48 hours, all right?
Headsets thrown.
No, I didn't throw any headsets.
No, not you. I'm saying for coaches.
No, those don't count.
Oh.
Penalties drawn? Penalties received?
Pre-snap penalties?
Challenges won?
Turnovers after timeouts?
See, stop bringing up more because you're the person who has to find these. That's the thing. And then you're going to complain on Monday. I don't know how I'm going to keep track of all these.
I can't do it. I need to watch all these games.
Ravi makes me do all this stuff that I suggested that he make me do.
I said it as a joke.
Sure. Yeah.
You bring up a very good point.
It's not the consequences of my own action.
Oh, no. What are you going to do, stab me?
Anyway.
If you've got any auto body repair needs, you got to go see our friends over at Dingman's Collision Center, locally and family owned and operated. They're from Omaha, just like you, and they care about the community in the same way as well. That's why they invest not only in cutting edge technology, but also in ongoing training so their team can make sure every repair is done safely and to the highest standard. With 4 convenient Omaha area locations, there's a Dingman's Collision Center close to you. And the best part is they've been voted first place best of Omaha for 20 straight years for auto body repair. Go to dingmans.com to learn more, to schedule an appointment, and get your car taken care of. It's Dingman's Collision Center.
So we had the college football quarterback draft.
So we'd like to audit what happened here, where we went right, where we went wrong, where things are funny.
We did this draft, for context notice, in the first week of June. So it was way early.
Oh, that's early. Yeah.
Very early. Yeah.
I thought it was like August. Yeah, we were way early.
Yeah, so there was
So
still...
that makes more sense
did
for
it-
some of the takes that were...
Because we did it before some people left, some people got...
That is true.
That's true. We did it before the BYU quarterback.
Yep,
Jake Retzlaff.
Yep.
Yeah, went to Tulane.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was some movement after we did this.
Which actually really helped TK. Like a lot.
It really did.
A lot.
It also, I mean, you guys took risks.
We did.
At the time, but it ended up paying off for you.
Well, we had a game plan going in, and the game plan worked out. But you're right. They were risky in the first week of June because we didn't know exactly if they were still going to be starters and that sort of thing.
I wouldn't call them risks. I think that they were calculated
Risks.
Not risks.
Still
calculated
risks.
picks.
Just because you don't like the word that I use, it is the correct word.
You didn't even look up synonyms for risk.
Not at all.
You just used the phrase.
Calculated
That was a crap
decisions
Yeah, exactly.
that may have some downside, but also upside. What's a word for that? Shoot.
What's that board
Attempts.
game that kids play? Oh, sorry.
Risk.
Calculated monopolies.
Exactly. Calculated clues.
Calculated Candyland.
Exactly.
No, so I do think you guys took some calculated risks there, which ended up paying off for you. But I also think, like, you probably aren't able to get, if I had to guess, probably wouldn't have been able to get both Julian Sain and Dante Moore if we do this in, like, mid-August when it's clear
Yes.
they're both going to be starters.
Yeah.
Like
You're
if we did it
absolutely
like a week before the season started, all the quarterback competitions are
pretty much
done.
decided.
Everybody knows who's
Yeah.
going to start.
I
Yeah,
think
we
it plays
definitely-
out differently.
We definitely don't get both of them.
Well, and also, to be fair, and we'll go through, maybe not exactly pick by pick, but we'll tell you some of the bigger picks that made differences later on. This was just super interesting to go back and see because the evaluation of where we were to where some players like ended up, and even some good players that were drafted like middle rounds, how fast they would rise. There's one steal of the draft, and it's very significant, and it's obviously the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yep.
But I mean, all things considered, the first round was almost a complete crapshoot and almost sunk everybody's team entirely.
Yeah, the first round was a disaster. So, for instance, honestly, the best pick from the first round, I think, was Dylan.
I think it was Arch because he
Arch.
played all the games.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's the only one that played all the
Arch,
games.
out of all of the first round quarterbacks, Arch outscored second place, which was Cade Klubnik, 51-34.
That's crazy.
So
and Arch did not start the season well.
Terrible.
He was in single digits for like 5 weeks.
So
it was so bad.
The first round went Cade Klubnik, Arch Manning, Dylan Raiola, Lenora Sellers, Drew Aller, Garrett Nussmeier, which preseason, these
Heisman
all
favorites.
seemed like very good picks.
Except what sucked is that by week 4, all of these were bad picks.
All of
Except
these
for
were bad
Dylan.
picks.
Dylan was the best quarterback on there.
He threw
Yes.
8 weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
If he had been able to play the whole season, probably ends up being close to Arch, but Arch with the wins really helped him out quite a bit. Now, however, Dylan is dead to us, so it doesn't matter.
Don't say mean things. He's testing the fan base.
I'm not saying mean things. It's just a fact. He is dead to us. He's not dead in general. I'm not wishing him ill. He's just dead to us, right?
Us, yes.
Yes, as a
Us,
fan base.
the collective.
I don't know about y'all. He ain't dead to me.
Well, all right.
Bellevue guy.
Traitor.
Yeah, exactly. No allegiance.
Clearly,
None
somebody
whatsoever.
feels like somebody's moving to Iowa soon.
Yeah, I was going to say.
How dare you?
Well, would you rather go to Kansas?
I have friends in Kansas.
Oh,
at
see,
least.
there it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Big Kansas guy.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting how quickly
Big
that
Kansas
changed.
guy. Okay.
Speaking of Kansas,
no.
we'll talk Jalen Daniels later.
I don't want to go to. I was thinking Kansas City, but Kansas City, Kansas sucks. Kansas City, Missouri is better. Sorry.
I'm a Platte City, Kansas guy, personally.
It's a solid one.
So as you were saying,
Yeah, so the first round went rough for everyone.
who would you have picked over Drew Aller? Anyone?
I mean, that was a great pick at the time. Like that was.
So here's what happened. Here was my thought process with Drew Aller. And I think it was very similar to your guys' thought process with a lot of your picks was wins.
Yes.
At the time in June.
Yes.
Reminder. Not
Reiterate.
gotta keep throwing
not
that out there.
October.
Why would you pick Drew?
But in June, it was like, okay, number 2 team in the country. I look at their schedule. I was like, okay, there's at least 10 wins here.
Yes.
Minimum, right? So that's 20 points, just full stop.
Yep.
Right? He's going to throw for probably 3,000 yards, which is, you extrapolate that over the course of 12 games. That's at least 250 yards per game. So I'm getting an extra point for the 200 yards. You figure 2 touchdowns a game is not crazy. That's only 24 touchdowns. I'm thinking I've got 5 points a game minimum from Drew Aller.
He runs a decent amount, and all you need is 50 yards rushing for another point.
Yeah, and a couple quarterback draws, that sort of thing. Like, you'll get them.
You throw some interceptions in there, it evens out. You're looking at 4 to 5 points per week. That's between a 48 and 60 point quarterback.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a lock. That makes a lot of sense here.
And he ended up with
19.
Not great. Now, he did have a season-ending injury.
That is true.
About halfway through the year.
Which I will say, way to stand firm on your stance that the quarterback you drafted, you're done.
Yeah, it's it.
Don't add someone else in. Don't do any of that, because then I think that would have really skewed our numbers, because it was truthfully, availability is part of the quarterback draft.
Absolutely. It's a part of the real game. It's a part of the draft. Like, that's what we're doing here. So, I stand by my reasoning on Drew Aller. It just worked out terribly.
Yes.
Right? Same thing with TK picking Cade Klubnik, right? Clemson, 7-5?
Yeah.
On the year. Didn't go the way they wanted to at all.
I think Tim would have liked anyone other than Nussmeier, but it is crazy to look back and say, his top two, his first picks back-to-back, Nussmeier, DJ Lagway.
And both got benched.
Yes.
Yeah. Garrett Nussmeier, at the time that we picked it in June, was, I believe, the Heisman frontrunner.
Yeah.
They were thinking he was going to be the Heisman winner.
Not just the Heisman frontrunner, but also the projected number 1 NFL draft pick.
Yep.
They were talking about his dad in New Orleans drafting him as the number 1 overall pick. Now, New Orleans might get the number 1 overall pick because they ass.
But it ain't.
They keep beating the Panthers.
It's all right. You guys are still in first? Yes?
At the time of this live recording, who knows?
Nails it. This is very, very live.
Extremely.
And Dylan's still dead to us.
Can you tell when we started recording this?
It definitely wasn't right
an hour and a half
noon
right after.
On December 15th.
It's going to be hilarious when this very live show goes even more live, and Dylan took his name out of the transfer portal.
Oh! We're keeping it. Once it's in, it's in.
Still dead to me. I only want people that want to be here. That's fair.
Emmett didn't want to be here.
Hey, speaking of people that you wanted on your team to be here, how about Luke Altmaier?
Let's do this.
So Luke Altmaier, again, I thought was...
Illinois at the time, everyone had them as the 4th team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they were a projected playoff team. I thought this is an easy 9 to 10 wins. And Luke Altmaier was very good last year. I mean, I figured that was going to be... He puts up pretty good stats. Team that's going to win a lot. I think that seemed to be a very safe pick. Andy runs a little bit. I liked their offense last year. Maybe it's a little bit of a reach. But again, I thought Illinois is going to win 9 or 10 games. That I was trying to establish a floor here.
Yes.
Right. With wins, right? Because
is that what you went in thinking? Because that was our entire basis.
100% ours.
So look at my draft, right? I went wins, and then I went guys that had high upside rushing yards. That was sort of my... Because rushing yards can kind of hack this a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
it almost worked for you.
It sort of did. Honestly, if I don't lose some guys for the year, I think I've got a shot.
I mean, honestly, if Drew Aller doesn't get hurt, you're probably...
I'm in the neighborhood.
You're closer to TK.
I'm in the neighborhood, right? But my plan was wins first, and then on the back end, high statistical upside.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I go Jalen Daniels. I thought Kansas would be a little better, so I thought 7-8 wins, and I thought I'd get tons of yards, which I kind of did. I got a lot of yards from Jalen Daniels.
He was a big risk, big reward guy. Towards the end of the season, he started hurting you because he was turning the ball over a lot because they were trying to get back into games and win enough games to go bold.
If Devin Dampier had stayed healthy, that was exactly what I was going for.
Devin Dampier. After that first week, you had so many more points than everybody because Devin Dampier literally ran over the entire...
And Jalen Daniels against balled out too. So that's where I was I really thought I played it right. And I don't feel bad about it. The one pick that I would want back is Carson Beck.
Well, at one point, though, Carson Beck was playing pretty good.
Carson Beck was your second highest point getter.
Was he?
Yeah,
Carson Beck
that's interesting.
Carson Beck finished with 48 points. Devin Dampier finished with 53. Your third place was Luke Altmaier with 42.
So Rocco Beck was actually way worse for me.
So if you want the order of your best quarterbacks, Devin Dampier, Carson Beck, Luke Altmaier, Rocco Beck, Jalen Daniels, Drew Aller.
So Drew's hurt, so I don't really count that one.
Yeah.
So Jalen Daniels
was your worst.
He was my last pick, though, so that makes sense.
Right,
but he still had 33 points.
Rocco Becht is the one that kind of gets me a little bit. I thought Iowa State would win a little bit more.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, and
I think you're alone there.
Rocco's season
Got off to a really good start as
and
well.
everything crumbled around him. It wasn't necessarily his fault either. So, I mean, it is tough, but it's the quarterback draft.
For instance, in that same round, you guys took Fernando Mendoza, TK took Fernando Mendoza. You guys took Kevin Jennings.
Technically, he didn't take Fernando Mendoza.
No, he did take Fernando.
Did he?
Yes.
Fernando wasn't his replacement.
Yes.
Drake Lindsey was his replacement.
Yeah, his replacement for Retzlaff was Drake Lindsey.
Yeah.
He drafted Fernando Mendoza in the 4th round. And
what a steal.
Yeah, so the rest of that round is Nico.
Yeah. Who got decent in the middle of the year, but then he was bad at the beginning, bad at the end.
Yeah.
He was just so bad at the beginning.
Yes.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, and they didn't win very much, right? So that killed him. Sawyer Robertson, I think, ended up having a pretty good year. I don't have his final stats in front of me.
He was the leading point getter for Tim.
Yeah. So that was although
Tim's team was bad.
I would say
Tim's team was very bad.
Tim struggled.
That was bad.
So he had DJ Lagway, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Who was his first round pick?
Garrett Nussmeier.
Garrett Nussmeier got benched and was bad.
John Mateer got hurt for a few games.
Yep.
So that hurt him quite a bit.
Sawyer Robinson
was his highest point getter.
CJ Bailey, he was solid for a while.
He was okay.
And then Josh Hoover, who again was solid for a while, but CJ Bailey and Josh Hoover were carrying him for a while, and then they slowed down.
Time in nature is always a win. This winter, explore together at Lawrence Gardens. Discover a new plant collection in the Marjorie K. Doherty Conservatory. Meet the larger-than-life trolls in Trolls, Save the Humans by Thomas Dambo, or see the garden light up during bright nights. It's the perfect game plan for a memorable winter break. Get tickets or plan your visit at lawrencegardens.org. Yeah,
it was quite funny to look back and get these, each round pick and projection and stuff, because Damon just went right off the cuff. He knew it was coming. Like, you had told him days in advance, like, hey, we're doing the college football quarterback draft. Like, I don't know if you want a list or anything. And he just goes, nah. And he just went right off the cuff. And his very first pick, he went Lenora Sellers. And I vividly remember Ravi just goes, oh, really? And then when he picked Nico in the 3rd or 4th round, that one was crazy, because
that one got everybody. So not everybody was in on the same time, but if you were looking at the bottom stream, so whoever wasn't in TK, KB, Tim was in the whole time, but TK and KB, if you looked at their reactions, you can't see it on the stream, but I saw it. When he picked Nico, they were they both kind of leaned back in their chairs what?
So the funniest thing about Nico is DB didn't even like Nico.
No.
He was just trying to talk into existence the fact that this wasn't some super crappy move by Nico and his dad transferring away from the school.
Right.
Not that seems like anything familiar to any of us around Nebraska now.
All right. Stop it.
It was a national story. That's all
it was.
mean.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. 100%.
And we talked about it a lot on Hurrdat Sports Live.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with anything that might currently be happening on December 15th.
Currently trying to think of words that rhyme with Raiola.
God, you're terrible at this.
You're calculated
Raiolas.
Calculated Tetris. So he was trying to talk himself into this, Nico wasn't a bad guy or made bad decisions, and so that's why he picked him.
Yeah,
he didn't even fully convince himself.
No, he didn't.
Even the entire season.
He was just why did I do that?
Was this Damon's least favorite part of the show every week, when you'd be like, we've got to do a quarterback update, and then after the second week, he'd be like, crap, my team's...
I don't think he loved it.
I'm going to keep it a buck. My team's ass.
I don't think he loved it.
I kind of love that he took Lenora Sellers first, though, because I really wanted Lenora Sellers.
Yeah,
but taking that off the board helped us.
So I will say, I think a lot of people bailed out each other by making what seemed like good picks at the time, but were actually ended up being very bad picks.
So a good
Lenora Sellers, very well. He wasn't even one of the guys that I was hammering as badly in the offseason, because he actually produced some decent stats the previous year.
Yeah, you were just hammering his team.
I was like, I don't think his team's as good as what were they? Were top 10 preseason, right?
Yeah.
Or 13th, right? So they were top 15 preseason. I was like, are we sure South Carolina's good? We're making a lot of assumptions here. Turns out they was ass.
Yeah, and a great example of exactly what you're saying. Avery Johnson was picked by KB just moments before we picked Dante Moore, and Rico and I were convinced. We're picking Avery Johnson. No one's going to take him here. This is us. And then KB swoops in and takes him. So we have to scramble. And we picked Dante Moore when then Tim has the very notable moment where he goes, I'm just going to be honest. There's an outside chance Dante Moore doesn't start this year, and so then we get into like a complete flux. Like
Which at the time was true.
We never recovered from that.
No, we really didn't.
And that's why we brought up the timing of when this happened. In June, that was true. Like there was an outside shot. Dante Moore wasn't going to start. He had come off of not playing at all the year before at Oregon, had come off a lackluster true freshman year at UCLA, so everybody knew he had the talent, but it was in play that he was not a guaranteed starter.
Like, I'm going to be honest, when Tim said that, I kind of freaked out. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
And, of course, our second pick was, of course, Arch Manning, who the entire offseason, literally from the beginning of spring practices until the final practice leading into Arrowhead Stadium, Ravi every day was like, Arch Manning is not a good quarterback.
He's terrible.
God, why do we 90 pass attempts?
Yeah. And we were just
I stand by that I was right. He turned into a huge check down merchant, and it worked. And you guys ended up getting a lot of points out of it.
You're welcome.
So it worked for you guys. I'm just saying, like, if you're talking about like actual evaluation of quarterback play, he wasn't good.
It was
but our
very
strategy
funny,
with that was
wins.
They're going to win.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Texas has so many weapons that it doesn't matter if he has a noodle arm.
Yep.
It'll get there.
It was very funny texting.
Except for like 5 games, it did not get there.
It did not.
It was very funny texting Rico like every Saturday and being like, I think like I would watch Arch Manning hit a bubble route for 75 yards and be like, oh hell yeah, that's another like 4 points.
I was just hoping every time that happened that the guy was slightly behind the line of scrimmage and it'd be a run.
It'd be a run. Every time I'm watching these things, and I'm just like, all right, who are our quarterbacks again? And I have my multi-screen on those quarterbacks, and Rachel goes, why are we watching these games? And I go, because I need them to pass more.
Like, don't worry about
that's
it.
They need I'm just like, come on. She's like, they're up by 21. I go, I don't care. Throw a Hail Mary.
Now, I want to, glaze our own donut here for a second.
Go
of
right
course.
ahead.
I think out of like the first 4 rounds, I'm pretty sure we had the best picks, and that's kind of what carried us because our last pick, Miller Moss, just got us some points, helped us out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Not great, but it was fine.
So in the opening round, Arch Manning, we mentioned, I think has the highest point total out of all the first round quarterbacks.
Yes.
Our second round pick was Dante Moore out of Oregon. The other picks were Lagway, Altmaier, Sam Levitt, Avery Johnson, and Haynes King. The only one maybe Haynes.
Haynes was the first out of the second-round quarterbacks. Dante Moore was the second.
I'll take that. And then in the third round, we had Diego Pavia.
Diego Pavia smoked everyone.
And so then...
So you guys with Diego Pavia and Julian Sayin...
Yes.
You guys made a lot of...
Yeah, Julian Sayin being the 5th-round pick, obviously, if it, like you said, the week before August, Sayin is not going to be the 5th-round pick.
I mean, you also had... So at that time... It was Julian Sayin, Lincoln Kleinholz, and Taven St. Clair.
How do you remember these?
That like all were like that was a real quarterback competition.
I don't run a sports
you
show.
You don't know the 3 deep of Ohio State's quarterback room.
No, the only 3 deep quarterback battle I remember is Andrew Bunch, Adrian Martinez, and Patrick O'Brien. That's my big 3.
It's a good battle.
I would say I
was a big O'Brien guy.
I know that.
So was I. That guy couldn't move.
Real quick. Favorite backup Nebraska quarterback that turned out to not be anything at all?
Cody Green.
I loved Cody Green.
Cody Green was one of my favorites.
Honestly, Patrick O'Brien.
I did an NCAA 14 or whatever year it would have been, NCAA 10, 11 dynasty with Tulsa because he transferred there. Yes.
I will
lead you to the promised land.
I was a big Breon Carnes guy.
Oh, whoa. That is a name. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Sounds delicious.
No, that's Breon Carne Asada.
Oh, if only NIL was a thing.
He would have been a huge Qdoba athlete.
I'm Breon Carnes. And here's my Breon Carne Asada meal.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Anyway, sidetracked there.
This is exactly what people are here for, right?
So here's the thing that actually I think bailed you guys out. I think it helped you out a ton. Both of the guys that were maybe in quarterback competitions won their job. That's huge, obviously. And then Vanderbilt won way more than I expected.
Yeah.
I was thinking 6 or 7 wins. And so that's part of the reason I was like, I know Pavia is going to put up numbers, but I was a little hesitant because I was like, there's a world in which they don't win that many games.
We 100% picked Pavia based off stats.
Yeah.
Like, it was not off of wins. So
we even
what did Pavia end up with?
64.
So if he ended up with 6 wins, so they notably had 10 in the regular season, so that's minus 8 points, right?
Still
so,
a very good year.
Yeah, still a very good year, but it does change some of those numbers a little bit.
That puts him
64 puts him in a tie for first place with Fernando Mendoza for the amount of points scored.
56 puts him just ahead of Devin Dampier.
Yeah.
Who missed several games.
56 would have been tied for our second best score. Well, I mean, it would have been our best score with Julian Sayin.
We still would have won, but like, yeah, I mean, it makes a difference.
But like that makes a big difference. And then
we
like
literally had a conversation about Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't think he was going to win a lot, but we were like, he's our stats guy. And with Vanderbilt, they're going to be down by enough in these games where he's going to keep throwing the ball.
That's fair.
So we were just like, he's going to get a ton of stats.
But then as we had talked about it like leading up the week of, and then like as the draft's going on, Rico and I do have the thought like, well, if he throws the ball a lot and they're losing, there's also a chance he throws a lot of interceptions.
Yep.
So we had never crossed our mind until we got to that moment. So
if I'm being totally honest, I'm looking at the first round here. I'm like, okay, who would I have taken besides Drew Aller? Because I had the 5th pick in the first round. So the top 4 guys, like I would have taken Dylan earlier. I would have taken Cade Klubnik over him. I might have even.
So you're putting yourself back in June brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have even taken Sellers over him. My conversation really came down to Aller or Nussmeier, and that doesn't help me at all. Like, either one of those.
You're right.
And because I'm looking, I was like, I definitely wasn't going to take DJ Lagway.
Well, remember, at the time, it really was those 6. Like, those were the 6. I think we might have even picked the number 6 because it was like, these are the 6 quarterbacks. Like, well, not Dylan necessarily. It was more 5. Like, Dylan was kind of thrown in there.
I kept adding it in there, but...
we had a bet going on when Dylan was going.
That is right. Yeah, and he went higher than we thought. A lot higher.
I thought he was going to go second round. I thought
we
he was
did too.
But like, if I'm being honest, I'm looking at like I wasn't going to take Haynes King in the first round. I was looking at him in the second round. I wasn't going to take Dante Moore because I didn't know if he was going to start or not. I wasn't going to take Avery Johnson. Sam Levitt's probably the only one I was actually considering in the first round.
I think you were really big on him, yeah.
Because I thought they were going to win a lot, and they didn't win as much as I thought they were going to. Andy put up really good numbers.
Yep.
And you're right. And he ended up getting up hurt, so he ended up only playing like 8 games. Like Jeff Sims finished out the year for them. So I look at it and I go, was I really actually considering somebody besides Drew Aller? And like I can't look at that in all honesty. Like I can look at the 5th round and be like, oh yeah, it would have been good to pick Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Nobody was picking Fernando Mendoza in the first round. Like we had 6 people go through 4 rounds and not pick Fernando Mendoza. It's like people are like, oh, why didn't you just draft Tom Brady in the first round? It's like, well, there was literally 198 picks before him. Nobody thought that was a good idea.
Well, TK, when he took Fernando Mendoza, a lot of us were just like, well, I don't know. Is Indiana going to have that same year?
Yes,
is
exactly.
Fernando, like, he was pretty good at Cal, but is he going to do that much at Indiana? Who knows?
Well, we also had no idea, like, Curtis Rourke could have just been a uniquely really good fit for what they wanted. And obviously Mendoza was an even better fit. But, like, we don't know that at the time. Like, Indiana seems in June like so much more of a possible outlier last year. And now it's like, oh, I guess it's just who they are now.
Yeah.
But that was not the case in June. Like, that's a very different conversation.
And also how different this conversation gets when Ole Miss loses Austin Simmons, and then he's also proceeded to be outplayed by Trinidad Chambliss the entire season. Like, KB would have had a significantly different year if Austin Simmons basically just plays at all.
Yeah.
Because that team was good enough, the offense was good enough, they were going to be decent. But Trinidad was just a different level, and he just never saw the field again.
Austin Simmons got benched, week 2, week 3?
Yeah. I think he had an injury. Trinidad came in and then never got the field again.
And then they were like, oh, this is actually working out really well. Austin Simmons finished with the lowest point total out of all of the quarterbacks. The only person not to make double digits, 9 points.
That's really tough.
I will say DJ was flirting with 9 for a long time.
DJ
he was there for a long time.
So
that darn 5 interception game, you really hate to see it.
So Tim and Damon, if I go back, if I still have all of the numbers, probably had the most negative points from quarterbacks.
From week to week?
Yeah. Like, Nico had a couple negative points. DJ had at least 3 weeks where he had negative points.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I think everybody had at least 1.
Yeah.
But that's just I'd be adding the point totals up, and I'm going on to Tim's, and I'm like, well, I got to take 2 points away.
minus.
So this is terrible.
So the whole reason I wanted to do this in the first place was because of all the off-season hype for guys that I felt like hadn't done anything.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like that's where this all started. The Arch Mannings, the DJ Lagways, the Austin Simmons. Like Austin Simmons, low key was part of that. John Mateer was. like there's obviously some guys that like Mateer's probably the best example. Arch Manning figured it out.
Yeah, you even like do the trickle down effect. Like we picked Miller Moss because we were like, I mean, he was a decent USC quarterback. Like Louisville picked him up for a reason, and
like Louisville puts up numbers. Jeff Brom likes to chuck the ball around.
Yeah, at the time Mendoza was like a draft prospect, but it was more based on like, oh, well, he throws it this way, all this other stuff. It wasn't based on anything he really won at Cal. So yeah, I mean, and Carson Beck, you could throw him in there. Like there's a lot of guys that were unproven.
And then there was like Bryce Underwood, who people are like, oh, I was like, true freshmen never play that well. They almost never play that well. And so that's kind of where this whole thing was birthed out of. And I'll be honest, for the most part, I feel pretty vindicated. Like, I feel like I was pretty, like, Austin Simmons is by far the worst one. Like, they're like, oh, he can't play at all.
This is not
He got
great.
benched for a D2 transfer.
Fair State.
Who ended up being awesome. Don't get me wrong. Congrats straight out of Chambliss. But got benched for a D2 transfer. He was like a chosen one. People were like, oh, this guy's going to be awesome, right?
He's going to be great. Not great.
No, famously was not. Lenora Sellers really, really struggled. DJ Lagway obviously struggled in the transfer portal today.
Well, and you danced on his grave multiple times.
Yes, you did. You get tap shoes on?
That doesn't sound like something I would do. I just had to say.
Did you hear who else hit the portal on December 15th?
Not a clue.
DJ Lagway.
Yep, DJ Lagway. Not dead to us.
Future quarterback? That's who you want? Say it right now. Say it right now.
Go ahead. Say it. Call it.
No, absolutely not.
I can't wait for you to make a stand-up video saying DJ Lagway is the future of Nebraska football.
I would hate that so much.
I think you would take a year hiatus.
I feel incredibly vindicated looking at how the season played out and what my takes were. Like, yes, there were some guys that ended up being like John Mateer when he was healthy was pretty good for Oklahoma. Their defense is phenomenal, but John Mateer ended up being pretty good. Who else? Arch Manning ended up being after a very, very bad start.
Yes.
Where I was
notably bad.
100% correct.
And dancing on our graves.
Rightfully so. He zombied his season a little bit.
We grabbed your foot.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no. I still think he's a check down merchant, but whatever. The point of this and how I end up feeling now looking back at it, I was like, I kind of nailed a lot of this. Where people were just anointing guys as quarterbacks that they had no business. Like, you're just guessing. You're assuming, like, I saw some article today when DJ Lagway, or a tweet today when DJ Lagway went in the portal, and they're like, yeah, he really regressed this season. He had 14 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. I mean, you mean from the 13 touchdowns and 11 interceptions last year, he really regressed to almost the exact same numbers?
Well, to be fair, most of those were in one game. Those interceptions.
That's true.
How bad was he over the season?
Still pretty bad.
It's 14 points.
But he's almost exactly what he was last year. Like, inconsistent, had some moments of brilliance, like flashes where you're like, oh, there it is. We just make this assumption that he was going to be literally the Heisman Trophy winner is what a lot of people thought. And I was just like, hey, that's not who he looked like at all last year. And they made a huge assumption. People made a huge assumption that he was going to turn into this other guy, and he just didn't. I will say, I was straight up giggling like a child during the LSU game.
It was very funny.
Like, I was giddy. Like, I could not contain my excitement. After interception like number 3, I was just laughing like a psycho.
I didn't watch that game, but I remember looking up the stats afterwards and seeing Florida get curb stomped, and I was like, oh, Robbie's going to have a day on Monday.
It was actually an all-time day. So if you can remember where we were in the world, that was the Houston Christian morning game. Nebraska's coming off back-to-back really big blowout wins. Not really big, but blowout wins where they looked very formidable.
Yep.
Ravi had claimed Nebraska was going to beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns that morning in the rail yard. Then we all go home. We watch DJ Lagway literally poop himself on national television.
Literally.
And then Bud Crawford wins a heavyweight title.
Was Canelo that night?
Yes.
What a day.
Oh, man.
What a day.
Back when things were great.
God.
Take me back.
It's literally never been worse than December 15th. Like, suffered so much since then.
It's fine. It's gonna be
Nebraska volleyball has swept the AVCA.
It's gonna be fine.
December sucks, dude.
December's the worst. December's not the season to remember. It sucks. I hate Toyotathon.
Unless they're a sponsor.
Then
we love you.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
How would you change this for next year? Because obviously, like, we saw this, and we even had a question at the beginning because how you totaled the points, they were not multipliers. They were just based off if you passed a certain threshold, you got those points,
Yes.
right? And would you change that and make them multipliers because it was 200 yards passing?
All touchdowns, 1 point. Interceptions and any fumble, which was very annoying, minus 1 point.
Got you, homie.
Every 200 passing yards, 1 point. Every 50 rushing yards, 1 point. Wins, 2 points. The 200 passing yards was kind of funny because there was just week to week so many quarterbacks with like 350, and I'm like, 1 point.
So I'd probably change the passing yards a little bit. I'd probably go 1 point for 200. I'd probably go an additional point at like 300 because that I feel like that is a difference. 400 is kind of nuts.
I suggested to Austin that it would be 1 point at 150. So then when you get to 300, you get 2 points.
I feel like 150 is too low.
But then you still have to get another 150 to get your second point.
I know, but I don't.
300.
I don't want to reward anyone for throwing for 150 yards.
But I also think like 250 is just like that right barrier where you can say, "Oh, 250," like you actually like notably like raise your eyebrows for that. But
I think like 200 for the one made sense to me, and then I think 300 you get the extra point. I think would make sense. I have toyed with,
and then every 50 over that is another point.
Yeah, I do think the rushing yards should be a multiplier. I think that like if you had a quarterback that ran for like 150 rushing yards, like you should be credited for that because then you could, if you wanted to, you could take the Army quarterback or whatever.
Well, it was every 50
power conference only. It was power conference only.
Right, fair, but you know what I'm saying.
It was every 50.
It was every 50 yards. That's why Haynes King finished with 59 because he was not passing the ball, but the man had like 125 rushing yards.
Oh, so you did apply that as a multiplier.
Yeah, it was every
gotcha.
50 yards.
Never mind.
I would keep going.
Yeah.
So
I actually think.
Well, then how many points did Dylan lose this season?
We didn't do negatives.
Oh, wow.
No negatives.
If we did, Austin, if we did negatives, we would have lost a lot of points.
Who would you have lost points for?
Miller Moss got tackled.
Oh,
he got
did.
sacked a lot.
Oh, he got sacked a lot.
Julian Sayin, a few games, got sacked a few times. Kevin Jennings would try, and there were some games where he'd have like 12 rushing attempts for a yard. I'm like, what happened?
So maybe we should do negative rushing yards next time.
Please don't.
Why not?
Yeah, that's annoying.
You have to look up the exact same stat.
See, it's not really rushing yards though. But if you discredit like sacks,
I can't look up the sacks because the sacks take away the rushing yards.
Yeah, you just look up total rushing yards.
Okay, I guess
you just look up the total rushing yards.
So it would be negative.
If you end in the negative at all, minus 1 point.
Minus 1 point.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because then that credits you either for how many sacks you took or
for running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think 50 yards made sense for running. I think if you end up in the negative at all, it's minus 1 point. If somehow you end up negative like 50 yards and it's minus 100 points, you lose the entire season. No.
DJ Lagway might have finished with 0 points.
Adjust the numbers. Now, I know it's harder on you and everything, but is there any consideration for like game-winning drives or anything along those lines? And yes, they are much harder to track, but
so that's why I tried to overvalue wins because that was sort of a big part of this was not just kind of the empty stats and empty calories. I wanted it to, this whole thing started with DB and I talking about, okay, what quarterbacks do we feel like we know things about and how does that impact how we think the college football season is going to play out? And I think overweighting the wins a little bit made sense. I don't know if I should have weighted anything else heavier, except for maybe the passing yards. I'd make a little more accessible for the second point.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel okay about like if I look at your list, right? So you had Arch Manning, which that's the only one that is like he didn't actually play that well.
Yeah.
But you had Dante Moore, you had Diego Pavia, you had Kevin Jennings, you had Julian Sayin, and you had Miller Moss. Miller Moss, how many points did Miller Moss get for you?
33. He was our worst.
So like that's feels appropriate for what Miller Moss was.
And for being the like literal last pick, second to last pick of the draft.
So, but like you had you had 2 Heisman finalists. You had a guy that played for Texas who won 9 games and had good numbers, even if I don't think the tape will tell you he played very well on Arch Manning. And so like I think it was sort of appropriate with who you like. I think the point process played out about how it should have. Right, because KB came in second. Is that right?
TK
came in second. So we had Cade Klubnik, not a great pick. But then goes Haynes King.
Yep.
I think the points played out the way it should have there. You end up with Drake Lindsay, who didn't play very well.
And that was his worst quarterback.
And they had Fernando Mendoza. He got rewarded for that. And he had Gunnar Stockton. He got rewarded for that.
Those two were carrying him for a while, and that was Haynes King finished with more than Gunnar, but those two for like mid-season were terrifying.
Yeah.
Like looking at their stats every time I had to put the numbers in, I'm like, I don't understand this. He's not going to lose.
Yeah.
Like they're going to keep this up, and he's going to build this lead, and it's going to be impossible to catch up.
Well, and even in that sense, his final pick was Baron Morton, who got him 22 points just off of wins.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
I mean,
if Baron Morton doesn't get hurt, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, he probably ends up with I don't think he would have closed the gap on you guys, but it would have been closer.
I mean, he finished with 40, and he missed, 2.5 games?
Yeah.
So it would have been close. It would have been down the neck.
How far behind you was?
TK finished with 281. We had 298.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it gets close.
It would have closed the gap. Maybe not one, but it would have closed the gap.
Well, the thing is, 2 of the games that he didn't play, one of them was a win, the other one was a loss. But if he would have played in them, I mean, that's potentially 4 more points.
Yeah. It's that holiday season, and people start thinking, maybe it's time to get a little head start on our New Year's resolutions. And one way you can get a jump start on that is by going to our friends over at Next Gen Male Medical. Whatever it is that you need to get feeling your best, whether it's weight loss, whether it's testosterone therapy, peptides, maybe you just need a little vitamin B boost to get to feeling like yourself again. Next Gen has you covered. And it's not just for men. I know it says male in the title there, but they treat women as well for all the same issues, hormones, peptides, whatever men or women need to get to feeling their best. Next Gen Male Medical has you covered. Give them a call, 402-614-9700. It is not just another place that's going to say, hey, you need these hormones or whatever. They're going to talk to you, see what you want to feel your best and what you feel like your best is, and they'll help you find a plan to get there. And it's Next Gen Male Medical. Again, 402-614-9700. So I think the way the points played out reflects how I feel about most of these quarterbacks. So I actually feel okay for the most part about the points. Like I think the point system proved what we wanted it to.
Fair. There were a few instances where I had to text you and say how many points does a quarterback get for a receiving touchdown?
Oh.
All touchdowns were 1.
There was like 3 times.
Yeah.
But there was one where
all touchdowns are 1 point.
I think it was for you. Luke Altmaier had like a 30-yard reception. So I was like, he had a 30-yard like touchdown catch. Yeah. I was like, I gave him the 1 point for the touchdown, but yard-wise, I didn't give him anything because
receptions I would put the same as receiving yards. I put the same as rushing yards, just 50 points.
Yeah, I'll say it is poetically funny to me that the two experts in the field in DB and TV did do the worst. That was very fun for me.
Well, I'm not an expert. I mean, come on.
You know what he means.
Come on.
You know exactly what I mean.
You know what he means.
Come on.
Come on. Maybe you can take their crown now because you finished third.
Yeah. I'll Photoshop I'll put a little half a crown on.
So I do
Hurrdat Sports college football expert Ravi Lulla.
I do
behind his producers.
In
parentheses.
On-screen college football expert.
That is very funny.
So I do have to bring up a slight dispute here, though.
Oh.
I feel like TK should be rewarded for having the Heisman
You're
Trophy
smiling, and you know you don't even believe this.
I do believe
no,
it.
you don't.
Fernando
You can't even get through this.
Okay.
Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy.
Okay. How many points?
He should get what's a Heisman worth?
10 points?
I think 25 points.
25 points. Okay. How much do finalists get?
0.
Oh, interesting.
0 points.
Really?
No, that's unfair.
Yeah, that is.
Let me think here. I think 2 points each for finalists.
But winning it gets you 25?
Correct.
That seems ridiculous.
Well, losing the game gets you 0 points, and winning it gets you infinity more points
What
than that.
about quarterbacks that actually made it to the college football playoff? Because you had so many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the running here. So
Interesting.
If you want to do quarterbacks that made the college football playoff, let's see. You guys have Julian Sayin. Who else do you have? How many do you have? You have
Dante Moore.
That's 2.
Just the 2.
I mean, I would say I think Texas should have gotten in, and Vanderbilt. So
Vanderbilt.
really give us 8 points.
I think the SEC Ponzi scheme didn't work out too well.
But they didn't. So I think 1 point each for college football playoff participants.
Kind of sounds like we're still winning.
Kind of seems. Well, did you not add up TKs?
Well, I think 25 is a bit of an egregious number.
Yeah, 25.
It's the Heisman Trophy.
Nothing else is
It's
worth
the Heisman Trophy.
No other statistic in our game is worth more than 2 points. Why would a trophy be worth 25? That is subjective.
Think about it this way.
I thought you wanted to do analytics and you wanted to get to the bottom of trying to make sure that college football.
Think about it this way.
Was at its source.
I will allow you 5 to 10 at most.
You will allow me in the game that I made up.
And that we produced.
Who's keeping score?
And we produced.
You volunteered.
I really didn't.
No, you did. You're like, hey.
Yeah,
if
volunteers doing a lot of heavy lifting right there. We're like, hey, I would like you to do this.
No.
Would you be interested?
No, that's not what happened. I'll find the text. I will find the
I
text.
really don't think I did.
You did.
I said I'm bad at math.
And I said, it's just counting.
Still math.
No, you said, hey, if you need help keeping track of this, I got you. And I was like,
did you get any help?
If you
that's not help. That's not true. Every time he had a question, he would ask me, and I helped.
That sounds like you're helping him, though, not the other way. He asked if you needed any help tracking it.
Listen, he took on the responsibility. That's on him.
Ridiculous.
This is on him.
You treat us like puppies sometimes.
Do you know how many
know that?
stats I could have fudged, but I
Do you
didn't?
know how much better I would treat you if you were puppies?
Wow.
You've seen me around your dog.
Yeah, she's great.
She is great.
Did you ever consider that Rico was just either had the numbers completely incorrect because you trusted him wholeheartedly to get them right?
Every week. Every single week.
Except when you were in the lead, every single week. Like, we never got to the draft when we were in the lead. But when you knew you were leading, every single week, it was like in the first 30 minutes of the show.
I was like, hey, get that graphic up.
We better make sure this is ready. And he would text you Sunday night, and he'd be like, hey, Rico, you're going to have that college football draft ready?
Every time.
No, see, that wasn't
The
about
minute
me.
Aller went down, those texts stopped.
That wasn't about me winning or losing. It was about establishing a pattern of expectations. And once that had been established, and I knew you were going to have the graphic ready, I didn't have to remind you anymore.
Is that why you started getting into it at the very end of the show, like at 9:55?
Just real quick.
No,
just like, oh, yeah, look at this. Cool.
There was a lot going on. There's a lot going on in college
Even
football.
when we won it, it got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot
2
going on in
minutes.
the college
Not enough
football
love.
world.
It's crazy.
If you guys hadn't put an actual crown on yourselves, I may have spent more time on it.
And a trophy and the fireworks.
Yeah, like you guys kind of went. You guys got a little extra.
To be fair, the original one, we
fair.
put like clown noses and like dunce hats on
everybody else.
But then Rico was like, I don't know.
I go, I don't think I'm close enough to Tim that I could do this.
You're not. You're not. You're not that guy, pal.
Can I admit to something?
Oh no.
Did you make numbers up?
I did not make numbers up. But
I was fraudulent.
anytime anybody was at like 199 or like 399 or 49 yards rushing, I was just like, close enough.
Not close enough. Not close enough. Erroneous. The entire thing. There is no winner.
Okay,
there is no winner.
Well, do you know who that helped the most?
Who?
Haynes King.
Doesn't matter. The whole process is a sham now. No, there was no winner this year.
Oh, guess we can't do an extra then.
There was no winner this year. That's the important thing to find out.
You're just
here.
mad because there were two of us, and you wish you had someone to bounce off of, and hang
I
out
do
with.
think we should have cut your points.
Why?
That's
because
insane. That doesn't make any sense.
no,
it doesn't.
You had a collaboration. You had a collaboration.
That's interesting.
Do you want to? Okay.
No one else had that
It's
advantage.
crazy you want to take something away from Rico that he worked so hard for.
Yeah, he really does.
That's crazy.
No, I want to take it away from both of you.
Interesting.
I think
to cut his vote in half. That's insane.
No, I think 2/3 would work.
3/5?
I would never. 3/4.
Okay.
I'm just doing my best Jason Williams trying to get that assist there. Because I was like, Rico, go get that.
I got you.
How dare you? How dare you?
It's
Setting
set
me up.
You
Setting
fell
me
right
up
into it.
to fail.
We're trying our best. All right,
Setting
so
me
as we
up
wrap
to
up the
fail.
college football quarterback draft, are we doing this again next year?
Yeah, I think we should. I think it'd be fun.
Should we do one draft in June, like this one, and then another actually in the college football like preseason, just to balance
See how much
both of
everybody
them?
changes?
I don't know. I think I'd do it later next year. I don't think I want to do 2 because I don't.
Right, that'd be too much,
that's silly.
Unless you want to trade, we should be allowed to like.
Oh, can we do quarterback rooms
No, absolutely not.
for injuries?
The injuries, I think, played an important part in this.
Yeah, and I agree. I kind of like that until next year when it hurts us. Then I don't.
I say KB would have been thriving.
KB got smoked by injuries and benchings.
Because again, if you would have allowed him to put Trinidad Chambliss in there, he he might win, right? Like,
Potentially.
Yeah, if I just said, hey, Old Miss QB room,
Yeah.
then that changes everything, right? It would have changed. I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything for me
I
because
say
Penn State
yours
still sucked.
Yours would have still been bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped me out. At all.
Damon probably wouldn't have been any better. He would have had Arizona State. Jeff Sims.
Oh yeah.
That
wouldn't have helped.
I was gonna say Amigos. I'm like, that's not his name.
That's the band.
Jeff Sims meal.
Carne asada.
We need to stop having our quarterbacks have fast food meals. That's the problem.
That's kind of an issue. Yeah.
That's the problem right here.
Dang it.
Did the other one have a?
The other one.
The other one.
The latest one?
Oh, the one who shall not be named?
Yeah, that's. I didn't want to say his
He's
name.
not getting runs at any time
You mean
soon.
Daniel?
Did he
Kalen?
have a meal?
I thought he had a run. He said the other one. I thought he meant Daniel Kalen.
No.
Daniel Kalen deserves a
Not
meal.
that I know of, he did not have a meal. No,
I thought did Dylan not have a runs a meal? I thought he did.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. Just Jeff Sims.
It'd just be an empty bag.
Actually, the bag would be full, but it would not be with
No,
food.
it was full of empty promises is what it was.
Lies, deceit.
We got to wrap this up.
The broken dreams of Nebraska children. What have you done?
All ice.
What have you done?
No substance.
All hat, no cattle.
Should we name our top 5 favorite wins of the Dylan Royal era?
Dad.
Akron.
Houston Christian.
Houston Christian. Wow.
The U.S.
Everything before overtime in the Illinois game.
That's not. You said wins.
Well, it felt like a win.
Colorado would be up there.
Colorado's one.
Colorado would be up there.
Maryland, the drive was pretty sweet.
He did have 3 interceptions.
He did.
I defended him that day.
He did.
Wisconsin last year would have been a top 5.
Cool, yeah.
So that's 4. Who was the
Northwestern this year?
Is that a top 5 win?
Sure.
Cincinnati.
It's a bowl.
Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati's
Cincinnati.
good memory.
Boston College?
Cincinnati.
The bowl game?
I can't wait to tell my kids about that
No.
Cincinnati game.
It's a Ramir Johnson game.
Yeah. Give credit where credit is due.
How dare you?
My boy.
Yeah, come on.
Your boy?
My boy.
He's your boy.
Johnson and Johnson.
If he was so good, why didn't he win MVP of the Pinstripe Bowl?
Ramir? He did.
No, Dylan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't. He was just covered.
He was just there.
Covered in mud.
Yeah.
He was just
said-
there.
Just handing the ball off.
Someone had to get the ball
He's
to
a
Ramir.
handoff merchant.
Yep. Someone had to get the ball to him.
Dead to us.
Yep. All right. On that note, anything else for us, Robbie?
Everything's fine. No, I think that's all. I think this was fun. I think it was a good exercise.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably do it again next year as long as Rico doesn't complain about keeping stats again.
I mean, I'll do it as long as we win again.
We should hire a stats guy.
As long as we win again.
Who's making them at night at Hurrdat Sports? Can we have that guy do it?
No comment.
Okay.
Can I?
I have a list we could probably.
What I'm going to do next
Yeah.
year, this is just more work for me, is the Heisman favorite each week. I'm going to put a little Heisman trophy next to their name.
Now I don't believe that you're keeping stats correctly, though.
Why?
You've broken the integrity of the system.
Why?
Yeah, you literally
Because you were
just-
rounding. Because you literally.
just
I
admitted
literally,
rounding up.
by 1 yard. I said if it was 299 or 49.
You've admitted to 1 yard.
I don't
Yeah.
think that he admitted to it.
I
Doesn't
know.
make
You
me feel
admitted
good.
to 1 yard. So what are you not admitting to? That's what I want to know.
What I'm admitting to.
I will say he was doing the math during the show. Like he'd be calculating.
You know what I-
scribbling
you know what
and
I-
stuff. And I always offered to help him. He'd go, "I have a system." Okay.
He also
My
had
bad.
self-admittedly bad at math. Like even if he was trying to do it right, did he?
I use my calculator on my phone a lot.
Did
Be
he?
like 5 plus 3. You know, like, gotta make sure I'm getting this right.
Wow.
5 plus 3.
I just didn't want to
equals-
mess up. I'm like, all right, -7 for DJ Legway.
Those negatives are hard to
Those
add.
negatives are tough.
I just thought about Tim that entire time during that 5 interception game. It was so fun.
That was
the last one was the best one too.
That was an interesting
I
one.
know the last 2 were incredible. It just
moonshots, just like this will get out of bounds. Oh no! Wait a minute,
didn't.
he just turned around and threw it.
The weird part is like fumbles, because I'm just like, oh, he fumbled. I go, but he didn't lose it. I go, no, it's all fumbles.
It's
I had
all
to ask you like
fumbles.
the
Fumbles.
first 2 weeks. I'm like, are you sure it's just all fumbles?
fumbles.
And you were like, every single fumble. And I was like, okay. Surprisingly, Haynes King, who had the most rushing yards out of all the quarterbacks, I think he only had like 2 fumbles all year.
Good for him.
So how confident are you that you accurately tracked every fumble that was? Because that's hard to find sometimes.
ESPN had the fumbles.
Okay.
I don't know how accurate it was because I went on. There was a time when ESPN didn't have a couple games for some of these, so I went on Bleacher Report, and there was like fumble, and I was just like, really? Are we sure about this?
Who had
but it would just be like team fumble, and I'm like, I don't know who it was.
Oh, fumble.
I'm like, do I take that away from the quarterback?
So I think team fumbles would be either like a bad snap is usually put as a team fumble, or like a muffed punt, I think sometimes is put down as a team fumble.
Okay.
Because no one actually possessed it.
Okay.
So typically you don't have to count that for the quarterback.
I didn't count those because it didn't have a name.
Didn't have a name attached.
Yeah. But I went on to, so the difference between like Bleacher Report and ESPN stats is like there was one time when I was like, you know what, let me just compare these because I was like, I keep going to these ones. There was one time where Bleacher Report had a quarterback who had like 5 more passing yards than what ESPN had. And I was like, I don't like it didn't make a difference because it was like in between 2 and 4.
It wasn't like 199 to 204.
No, it was like between 2 and 4, and I was just like, I'm gonna give it to him, but that's weird.
Not that would matter anyway, because Rico would just round it up. So
yeah,
doesn't really matter.
He's rounding him at night.
Wow.
Sorry, Fernando.
Wow.
You won him the Heisman.
I did.
I know he wouldn't have won the Heisman if it weren't for all your rounding errors.
You're like rounded more for Diego.
You're like Kevin. You're like Kevin Malone. You got Clevin over there, just doing all the work.
I'm sorry. Is it working?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
Massive amounts of fraudulent financial statements.
I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks here that benefited from 1 yard.
Where did Kevin come up with all the money to buy a bar? It's money laundering at Dunder Mifflin.
I wish I could buy a bar.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's the episode.
Can I buy a bar with my winnings from the quarterback draft? Did we put money into this?
No.
I think Ravi, in his usual SMU lifestyle, needs to get us a lunch that he offers at least once a week.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
The ACC is asking.
Pretty sure that happens anyway.
Hey, buddy, thanks for that playoff that 1 year. You want to pay us now?
Pretty
hey,
sure that
Ravi, thanks for that. Thanks for that college football quarterback draft title. You gonna take us out sometime?
What did I do?
Can you buy us a trophy?
What did I do not 2 hours ago? I came to the office. I go, hey, you guys need lunch?
Oh, that's right.
You got me fries. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I'll take fries.
And I said I was full.
And you're like,
can we get
not what you said?
I said I was full.
That is not what you said.
He did. Can we get mini Heisman trophies?
Ooh. I'll see if I can find one.
Okay. Thank you. All right, with that.
That's all I got.
That is the Hurrdat Sports Live college football quarterback draft.
That is, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed following along this year. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you.
It might happen again next year. Sorry about it.
It's too late. It's too late. Maybe you could be a part of it next year.
That is true.
We did have.
So, are they open seats, or can TK and KB get back in?
Since they didn't win, they can get back in, but they're not guaranteed to get back in, right? So they have to go back into the pool with everybody.
If they would
else.
have won, they would have come back.
Yeah, the winner has to come back.
We need to find a
obviously.
different solution than just trivia. That was a bit odd.
Why? I like trivia.
Okay, then fine.
All right, fine.
I thought it was more based on like the caller system. If you just called in right away.
No, I like trivia. I need you to get an answer right. You gotta show me you got some chops.
Dang.
Okay.
We need ball knowledge. We can't just have random callers.
Okay.
Who won the Hurrdat Sports Live
certified
college quarterback?
That's
football draft
actually
last year?
hilarious. We should do that. That would be very funny.
That would be funny because it'd be at least like 7 months from now.
Yep.
And people would be like,
Damon? Never forget.
TV?
No. They'd be like, one of the callers. Nobody would pick us.
Nope.
No. Because it's fraudulent because there's 2 of you.
Now
And
you're wrong.
'cause-
Do you want us to split our team up?
I want you to split the points in half.
No. Do you want us to split the team up?
How would that make any difference?
There would be 7 people.
What? What are you talking about?
Split.
What are you talking about?
Just wrap up. Get over it. We'll talk about this another time.
Where we both get separate picks. We get separate teams.
Oh, maybe.
Or do you want us to join somebody else?
Yeah, maybe. I do think we have to split the team up since you won.
Do you want me to be your manager?
Maybe. I might
Manage your team?
Might need some help.
I'll manage Damon's.
That would be insane. You guys should draft us.
Yes.
He would fight you.
David would be like, I would have picked Nico again. I'd be like, absolutely not.
And then I would trade for Nico just to make Ravi upset.
We do trades in the draft.
Veto.
I'm trading my 4th round pick for the first and the second.
We will trade all of our picks for DJ Lagway right now.
I'm the team owner. Veto.
Dang it.
He's going to Miami, though.
Veto.
Wow.
I'm out.
Wow.
Veto. Corleone.
All
I'm
right.
out.
Fair.
All right. That is the Hurrdat Sports QB Draft Recap Show. Hope you enjoyed that. We will talk to you, I don't know, after this airs again at some point.